Travis went good, so should be heading off to bed. But yeah, while I was listening to Michael Martin Murphy's What's Forever For, had a video idea as I'm thinking over the day. I had a couple of videos that I made. This is a third one for today, as I didn't upload any of them. I may not upload this one. This may be yet another secret video of Travis. I see our new governor is not mature enough to handle the job, but you can definitely see his Mormon upbringing, as he's the cause of coronavirus, and so now he's victim blaming Utahns who are saying, oh, okay, well, coronavirus is over now. Good, I didn't like wearing the masks anyway, and burned mine in my protest rally. And so, yeah, we're over 10%. What that meant, as nobody remembers, not even the news. It's like nobody's even listening to the medical professionals. You're supposed to do it for the percentage of the whole state, because if you do it by county, as Utah did, people are just going to go to the counties that are not in red and make those counties red, and then go back and forth until eventually everybody's red, like we were for months last year. And so, yeah, Utah technically is supposed to go back into red, which means we're supposed to shut down. This is what the UK did when the variant emerged in the UK. Is their prime minister is actually concerned about his people and shut everything down again. And it's strange because he's supposed to be a conservative, one of those populists, as Steve Bannon renamed it on his European tour after rigging the 2016 election, and helped to get populists all throughout Europe. And so yeah, he's now saying, he's given death threats to those who have not been vaccinated. He's giving death threats. And that includes those who only have one of the two shots, because you're not fully vaccinated until you have both. But if you've checked, the total number of vaccines that Utah has received is half of the population. And half of those half have been fully vaccinated. Where's the other vaccines? How are Utahns supposed to get vaccinated, new Governor Cox, if you don't provide us with the vaccines? And so he's sending out death threats for a situation that he's responsible for. It's sickening. I had to tell my ex off again because she gets all high and mighty because of her religion, the church. She thinks that the church is true, and therefore I'm evil. And I'm the one who has to change. And so she keeps extorting me. I have to accept the fake Jesus. I have to accept Nelson as a true prophet of God. I have to accept the false doctrines. And I tell her, I'm the one trying to save your life. Nelson's trying to take your life. Because if you didn't hear, Nelson was approached by the government, the health part, the Department of Health, to request that religious leaders in Utah spread the word to get people vaccinated. You know, Cox sending death threats for what he caused by not getting us enough vaccines. They've all been used. And so, what did the church say? Oh, we're going to let people choose for themselves. Oh my God! Oh my God! The church helped cause this with Governor Cox, who was a lieutenant governor, with Governor Herbert, so that the church can make $6 billion off of coronavirus-friendly stocks for just your tithing money. And so now they're raking it in through vaccines, but they don't want to be exposed right now with the stock market. So they're letting people choose, because they've got other stocks that are helping them. And so, yeah, oh my God. But yeah, why do we have street signs? Why do we have street lights? Why do we have speed limits? Are they taking away our agency? Can't we decide for ourselves how fast we should go and whether we should stop or not? Isn't it our choice? Oh my God. It's like they don't even care about the Mormon religion anymore. The prophets just don't care. I mean, dear God. They just keep spreading the lies. Wikipedia, Mormons won't change it to the Joseph Smith Papers. The church won't come out and say, oh, the Joseph Smith Papers shows us that we're supposed to make these changes to the church history. Nope. Nope. We're going to keep spreading the lie. Dear God. You know, and then we've got YouTube, who's making sure that I don't get heard. You know, you can see for yourself. YouTube, they're white supremacist. They got caught. And so for that one example that made the national news, yeah, they reversed their decision. For me, nah, I don't make the news. I'm not popular. And so screw me. And one of the videos I did this morning was about how I'm not in a mood today to post any videos. Russia and China have been informed, or by Japan to us, that they're planning a military attack. And what better day than the day that I warned months ago all our intelligence agencies that something was coming for the 4th of July weekend. It was in the Book of Mormon. I've been going over everything for you guys. And so everything combined, you know, people dead from coronavirus, so I've lost my subscribers. YouTube purposely refusing to allow my videos to be recommended and seen, and people getting offended. And I've warned you, I will offend everybody. We have been lied to on a mass scale, not just Mormons. Ex-Mormons have been lied to, Christians have been lied to, Islam has been lied to, Jews have been lied to, Democrats, Republicans, all have been lied to. So yeah, I've lost my Christian audience when I came out and said Constantine created Jesus as historical. It had to be done because I had to expose the church. I can't expose the church without exposing Christianity, because the church claims to be Christian. First vision is clear. We're not Christian. It's clear that the Jesus who is historical is wrong. But the Book of Mormon, therefore, isn't a history either. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I do the videos exposing Christianity, is because it exposes the church. So, but yeah, I've revealed to you guys the real church history, and people aren't happy. They'd rather listen to the lies from ex-Mormons or from the church, depending on whether you're Mormon or ex-Mormon. I've exposed that the Book of Mormon has a code. The church history has a code. That's why they're not history. You know, it's who would in the world would write a book of fiction to make money? I mean, unheard of, right? You know, but instead people say, "Oh, it's a fraud." Yeah. Do you remember H.G. Wells? Who was it? H.G. Wells? I think it was H.G. Wells. The space invasion book. Back in the days of radio, the book was read on the radio, and so people would turn into the radio in the middle somewhere, and people are freaking out. They think it's an actual news report. War of the Worlds. And so his book became famous because of that. People actually thought there was an alien invasion because he was such a great writer. And it was just all fiction, not history, not real events. And so why can't ex-Mormons say, well, if the book is plagiarized and it's not a history, it's just a piece of fiction literature? No, they have to go to fraud. They have to go to deception. You know, that's what actors do. They're hypocrites. That's what the Greek word comes from, was the play actors. In ancient Greece, they were hypocrites because they were pretending to be somebody they weren't. And so when ex-Mormons go to that extreme, Mormons go on the defensive. I bear testimony, even though it's false, that the Book of Mormon is true. You guys are getting played, and it's blatantly obvious, and nobody sees it. You see, with Democrats and conservatives and liberals claim to embrace all identities. Even though they're segregating each and every single identity. We're all human. When you segregate, it means you divide into categories. And how many letters are there now? LGBTQIAPO+? Are there more that I've forgotten? Do you not understand? It doesn't matter if you combine them all into one long title. Each and every single letter is a segregated category, and every single one of those claims to be an identity. What does science say? We're human. We're either male or female. This comes right from the sperm of men. They determine the sex. There is no neuter sperm. Those who are neuter are not neuter. They did not fully develop in the womb. Everybody has a sexual identity. And it's DNA that determines it. Not your own feelings. So when I was a kid growing up in Southern California, the end of the 70s into the 80s, homophobia was everywhere. You know, if you were a guy, you liked Pink, you're gay. If you liked gay boy bands, gay. If you liked playing with girl dolls, you were gay. Not the macho G.I. Joe dolls, you weren't gay then. You know, everything was gay. Why? They aren't. That's not how you determine gay, and there is no such thing. It was created by the bullies. The bullies who said, oh, you're gay, that's gay, that's gay, you're gay, that's gay, you're gay. They were just going wild. It was just a joke to them. And yet, there were boys who were bullied and believed them. I must be gay. I love working with my mom in the house, cooking and cleaning, rather than being on the farm with Dad. That was my uncle. That was his excuse. There is no such thing. There is no identity as being male, and yet gay. Because again, what is sex? You have to go to asexual, because it's without sex. And that identifies what sex means. It means sperm penetrates the egg. That's sex. If anything prevents that from happening, it's not sex. It's masturbation. So all of these letters, nope. Doctors cannot reproduce egg or sperm. It's the one thing they cannot reproduce. They can alter the DNA to pull out bad DNA, and it grows back automatically like a snake's tail or lizard's tail, something like that. Some tail grows back when you cut it off. But no, you can't do a human-animal hybrid. You can put a pig's heart in a human being, just like you can put a pacemaker inside a human being. Or maybe it was a chimpanzee's heart. But that doesn't mean that we're chimpanzees or pigs or robots. You know, the bionic man. Oh, RoboCop. He's a cyborg. Artificial intelligence. Oh no, we've created man. No, you haven't. Those sex dolls are not human. And I can see that if we continue down this path of denying science, that one day, oh yeah, artificial intelligence, they need rights too, they can vote. unless the state of Arizona says, I think there's something wrong, they're not voting Republican. So we're going to throw away the votes now. The Supreme Court has said so. We can do it. Oh, dear God. And yet the liberals do not understand, because they get furious. Oh, those conservatives, they're telling the big lie. Yeah. Why? They set you up. They're the bullies who labeled you. And now you've accepted it, and now you've embraced it, and now you're getting laws to segregate you. And so they can play at this game too. Oh yeah, the election, it's a fraud. Trump actually won. The deep state conquered Trump. And so we need to take back our country. We need to deny voting rights for LGBTQIAPO+. Ta-da! You got suckered and losers. Suckers and losers. Suckered and losered. Dear God. And so here I am. I see all of this. I know exactly what's going on in our society. I see the dangers that are coming as a consequence of this. I warned you guys last year with the Black Lives Matter protests. Don't stop. Keep going. They stopped. What did the bullies do that caused the Black Lives Matter movement? They kept shooting unarmed black men. They even went down to teenage boys. I warned you. It's the divide and conquer method. They segregate you, divide, then they exploit you. They already knew the squad as they bullied those 4 new congresswomen way back in 2018. They were calling them racist. And so they couldn't get rid of them for what they were saying in public. And so guess what they did? Yeah. Hey, Netanyahu, why don't you get Hamas to do battle with you? And what did the Democrats do? We need a Holocaust against the Jews for this. Wow. Dear God. Democrats are not only segregationists and science deniers, but they're secret Nazis? Denying the Holocaust? Wow. Yep. Conservatives know how to play you guys to a T. And you're not listening to me. Conservatives don't listen. Liberals don't listen. Mormons don't listen. Ex-Mormons don't listen. There's nothing I can do. If you're not going to listen, just dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. But what's Mormonism for? I mean, seriously, do Mormons even contemplate this? Do they even think of the end result, or are they only thinking of their mansion above? You know, what are they supposed to be doing in life? Are they supposed to be going around threatening other people, like our governor? Like my ex? All those thumbs down on my videos. You know, Why me? I'm obviously not popular. Why me? You'd think they'd spend their time on popular people. You know, maybe they think, well, we do them too. We do everybody. Seriously? Out of how many billions of different channels there are? I wonder how many channels there are. I wonder if I can Google search that. How many YouTube? There's one for videos. Channels are there? Huh. 31 million. Okay, well, I was a little exaggerated. I was exaggerating. So they would then know how many videos. Oh. YouTube by the numbers. Alright, well, that's not what I'm looking for. Fun facts. 10,000 employees? Oh, dear God. Seriously? I have to deal with 10,000 white supremacists? Oh, dear God. 2 billion active users, 122 million daily active users, 2 billion plus is monthly active users. Average time spent is 18 minutes per day. Daily hours total, 1 billion hours. YouTube's revenue? Dear God, no wonder they want me silenced and are protecting the church. 19.7 billion. Oh my God. Yep, the church invests in Google, which has YouTube as part of it. And so when YouTube makes money, the stock of Google goes up, the stock of the church goes up. And the church is also involved with their own channels, making money through the commercials and helping YouTube generate revenue for their stock. YouTube TV paying subscribers, there's actually some 3 million. Dear God, what a waste of our time. Premium subscribers, 30 million. You guys are stupid. Number of videos watched per day, 1 billion. Daily YouTube short views. What's that? 6.5 million. Hours of videos uploaded per minute, 500 per minute. Huh. And they purposely slow down my processing, huh? I'm going to bed. I'll make this video tomorrow morning. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't.